Welcome back to Compassion in Action, the Georgia Medical Cannabis Society. I'm Stanley Atkins II, your Director of Medical Services, and today we're out at Fine Fettle with Mr. Josh Batista. Welcome, Josh.
Thank you.
So tell us, what do you do here at Fine Fettle? What is your role in the company?
Yeah, so I've been with Fine Fettle for going on almost 3 years now. I've been in the Connecticut market up north. I helped them transition from medical to rec. So I came down here to Georgia to do basically all operations for retail. So any Fine Fettle that's opening is right with me. So I do all operations, hiring, retail staff, getting product in there, working with our production team, setting those prices, and doing events like this, and basically advocating and letting people know that the program exists here in Georgia.
And I think it's safe to say that they found the right man for the job
Yeah,
here.
thank you. I appreciate that.
So tell us, and we know that Georgia has a medical cannabis program, and many people may not know what products are offered, what isn't offered, or that Georgia even has products that are now available. Tell us about some of the product offerings that you have here at Fine Fettle, and what can patients and caregivers expect from some of the coming locations?
Yeah, so we want to change that mindset of medication. Medication doesn't have to be just a pill or just a tablet. There's different forms of medication now, and we want to provide that to every single patient that can qualify for those conditions. So some of the things we have, what we call troches, which is a true soft chew, and we add that flavor, so you're going to get that little bright fruitness flavor in there. So again, medicine doesn't have to be flavorless and boring, especially when it's something that's going to be in your life pretty much going forward.
Yes.
And then there's other forms. We have our capsules as well, our 1-to-1 ratios, which is really great. So you're getting an awesome medicinal from the CBD and the THC as well. We have our 21s for a little bit of higher dosing. So individuals that have a little bit more practice with, cannabis medicine, we have a higher dose so you can get that chronic pain and all that those relief as well. Some upcoming things that we're really excited about. We have some tinctures coming on our menu, or cherry vanilla as well is available. Our soft chews, we're going to have an array of different flavors. We have, our sour grape, we have our watermelon, our cherry, blue raspberry, we're going to have tropical coming, give you a different variety to break up your mundane of taking your medication. Who wants to take the same flavor every single day? Another thing that we want to advocate and talk about is, the cancer patient treatment. It's huge. And that's another reason why we're in this field. And we're coming up with ways to have cannabis involved in your life and create that comforting cannabis while you're doing that treatment. One of the things that we're focusing on is our kind of like a popsicle stick. So it's a nice solid frozen treat, but at the same time you're getting your dosing of your medicine. So the traditional way of medicine treatment, when you're taking that high dose cancer medicine, you lose your appetite.
Yes.
That ruins all that in the mouth, so you don't want to eat. And then what they do at the hospital, they give you ice chips to chew on, just to keep you hydrated and keep that saliva coming. So why not be able to give you a relief from cannabis on an ice form that has a flavor? And then once you're done with that, you can get your appetite back and actually eat. So this is what we do. We have a great facility down there, awesome production team. We call them the Willy Wonka of the whole entire Fine Fettle, because the things that are coming out here are unheard of. We have technology that goes beyond nano. So it's breaking into your body, into your endocrine system, and it's being dissolved directly through your bloodstream versus getting processed into your whole entire body. Your typical edible is you eat it. It takes about 60 minutes, a little bit over, to actually go into your body. These will hit you rapidly within 15 minutes, and you're going to get that relief quick. So this is the technology that we want to bring here to Georgia.
And I'm really excited to hear all of that. And for some of the viewers who may watch this, patients, or even caregivers, what he's describing is with some edibles, once you consume it, it can take up to 2 hours for some persons to start to feel the effects of it. Whereas patients in chronic pain or having an episode or flare-up, depending on what their condition is, they need it quicker. And so with those nano products, what that allows to happen is the almost immediate action. As he stated, within 20 minutes with a nano product, they're feeling the relief. They're already getting that sense of relief. And what they say is, after you've taken the nano, when you start to feel it kind of come down, before it comes down, that's when you can take your long lasting.
Exactly.
So by the time it wears off, now your longer lasting one has came in, and you can provide that relief. And you're right. Everything doesn't have to taste like a chemical.
Correct.
I would like to say that Fine Fettle did not miss the mark on flavor. I'm very touchy when it comes to flavors and gummies and textures. But it was obvious that he wanted to make something that was in alignment with what was allowed in Georgia, but also something that's designed for the patients.
Right.
And I think it's safe to say, after touring the facility, coming here, talking to some of the members, and just really meeting the team, that we really found some comfort in cannabis with Fine Fettle.
And I love hearing it because that's our mission. Is we're here to have a product that's available for anyone that needs it. There's always that fine line of medicinal and rec, and I always say that individuals that consume cannabis on the recreational side are doing it for a medicinal reason. They may not know that, but they are. They're finding some type of comfort and relief, and that's what keeps them going back to it. So I want to educate to everyone that cannabis in the whole is medicinally needed for every walk of life. And, we don't have to make medicine harder than what it is. Let's be fun about it. Let's, create and connect communities based on cannabis, and this is what we do here. And that's my main thing is we want, you go into our dispensary, we're going to have a community gallery wall, meaning that we're going to have local artists that are going to be able to showcase their artwork with their plaque to show that the community is here. And we're going to have rotating artwork. We're going to do pop-ups at markets because we want to be immersed in the community that we're advocating for and we're providing this medication for. And that's the key, not only to success, to getting the program to where it needs to be, but also letting people know that it's here and it's existing.
Absolutely. And I really thank you for aligning yourself with a team that was aligned with your core values. That is one of the reasons that while we at Georgia Medical Cannabis Society chose to align ourselves with Fine Fettle, there's a lot of players in the industry, and some of them are just playing.
Correct.
And some of them are not playing correctly, and some are not playing fair.
Correct.
We want to make sure that we followed a brand that was patient-focused, community-based, and education-driven.
100%. And that was my main thing. My background is in genomics cancer research. And, when I came into the field of wanting to work in the cannabis industry, I didn't feel right going into a large corporation that didn't have the values that I feel at heart. So coming into Fine Fettle and noticing that literally every box that I had when it came to compassion, care, values, and the mission, they checked every single one. And this is why I will move across the country and help open up new markets just to advocate that we're trying to do it the right way. We want to have regulatory products on the menu. We want to make sure people, if you were shopping with us and you want to know exactly how the testing was, let us know. We'll have those tested results for you. Because at the end of the day, you should know what you're putting into your body, and we should be able to talk about that as well. And it's really important that people understand that it's happening here in Georgia, and we want to be at that forefront.
Well, I appreciate that. So for everyone that's going to be seeing this, I'm sure we're going to chop up some cuts, for social media content. Tell them how they can follow Fine Fettle, how can they connect with Fine Fettle, and what they can do to reach out and potentially, become a consumer.
Sure. So you can follow us on Instagram at Fine Fettle GA, and then also our website is ga.finefettle.com.
Thank you so much. Again, Stanley Atkins II here. This has been Compassionate Action, live from the grand opening of Fine Fettle here in Smyrna,